Hello everybody and welcome to what is apparently a zoomed in view of the ocean in fog of war. Yeah, I guess this is a thing that we're doing now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It is time to put a cut. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. What are we doing here? We've definitely got our colonial nation of Armenian Canada starting to go up here. We are fighting, and that should be done quite soon, actually. Like, incredibly soon here. So that'll be great. We'll go ahead and get that done. And we do have some high naval attrition out over this way. We've made our way through here reasonably well. I don't necessarily think we're going to make it in that circumnavigation, but we'll give it a go. We'll come out over this direction. We are now very, very close to having our overextension under control. We won our siege over here, and yes, we lost some vessels over here. I don't necessarily expect that we make it, and that's okay. We don't have to make it. So, I was expecting to be at 100% here. Ah, there's these guys as well. I did not see them. Sure. We'll head down there with our transports. Do we expect that this is going to be a problem? I mean, that's just 4 transports. Okay. And yeah, we did not make it. That's fine. So we are having trouble making it across the Pacific. That's not shocking. Once we get over here, it's basically smooth sailing. But it's going to be a little bit tough for us at this current technological level. We're going to go ahead and start making new caravels here. There we go. We'll make 5 of those. And we'll have those ready to go soon enough. But that'll be fine. I'm not too concerned about that right now. For now, we're going to come over here and bring in our ships over this way. We got a conversion done. That's always great. And we will continue to convert. We won the battle over here. So that's fully expected. No problem whatsoever there. Okay. So our ships will be arriving up here fairly soon. They're now offering us peace. We decline. And we can grab ourselves military tech here. And that would be great. Upgrading our cavalry, giving us more flanking range, and upgrading our cannon as well. That looks great to me. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We are going to upgrade not our infantry, but our cavalry and our cannon. I usually prefer to go for offensive pips, although defensive shock and 1 offensive morale. A little bit yikes. We'll go for this cannon, but I don't necessarily love it. It'll be fine. Hey, there's a monument finishing up. And we can gain some diplomatic power in exchange for cash. I don't care about cash. Cash is absolutely fine. Our corruption will be done soon enough, and we're going to come in here and fight their couple of transports here. We're going to go for purity and peace here. Cool. Ming just declared war on Korea. Good for them. And we win that, and in we go. So we should be able to siege this quite quickly. That would be fantastic. As soon as we arrive there, we'll send these guys into port. Okay, we'll deal with those Adalan separatists soon enough. For now, I just want to head into port, and there we go. And let's head down over this direction, since this is where these would be. There we go. Fantastic. No problem whatsoever there. Okay, let's wrap up this war. There will be no problem here. And there's those rebels dealt with. I also want to hop into our production interface here, and we can go into our buildings. This is getting a lot less laggy here, but I want to take a look at our workshops. We do have a number of these that we can make, and we definitely should. So we're going to make a bunch of these, and a lot of this is being the way it is right now because we're finishing up our manufactories, which is always great. And there we go. That'll do for now. Let's check in on fire temples here real quick. This is definitely a whole lot less laggy. That's for sure. And let's check in then on our manufactories. This will still be a little laggy, but not as bad as it has been previously. We're going to sort by trade good and come down to some form of trade good that we have the tech to build a manufactory for, which is not many of them, but some of them. I know I saw something. Here we go. Wine. Fantastic. So we're going to spend as much cash as we can here. As you can see, this is a lot less laggy than it has been in the past. It's manageable at this point, so that's great. We can continue to convert, and let's sort by unity. There we go. And let's wrap up this war. Kilwa is now cored, and so at this point, our overextension is down to just 33%. Beautiful. And we're going to have the rest of these done very soon. Ming has embraced colonialism. They did not beat us to that, so that's good. Now, we are eventually going to need to embrace Renaissance here. So I would like to save up some cash. We did just spend some. I'm aware of that. But for now, we are going to get ourselves some cash, or soon we're going to get ourselves cash. Now, here's a question. Okay, Volhynian Separatists, we'll deal with that in a moment. Well, actually, right now. We'll deal with that right now. Why would I not transfer this to Armenian Canada? And just annex them for Armenian Canada? That seems like a good option. A trade failure? Not great, but okay. So we'll head back over this way for now. Actually, we'll wait on that. We'll wait on that. I want to flip this over to Armenian Canada, and then we will grant all of that over to Armenian Canada. So, let's see. This would go to us. The tribal lands would go to us, which we don't necessarily want. We want something a little bit more like this. Cool. And yeah, that both goes to Armenian Canada. Perfect. So we'll give those away. And then we'll come over here. This should be much easier now that this is Armenian Canadian. Cool. Now I want to come down to Armenian Brazil here. And we might want to start thinking about... I mean, annexation is not going to be a possibility here, right? Because a million aggressive expansion. Fair enough. That's going to be tough. But I do think that giving them to our colonial nations is definitely the way to go here. So that'll be great. We can convert another province to Zoroastrianism, and so we shall. Our mopeds are losing power. Yes, I know it's mobeds, but I think it's funnier to call them mopeds. I don't know why. I have no explanation for this. I do want to conform to template all of these guys. And I'd like to bring these over. Let's go into supply map mode so that we can kind of see what's going on. And then conform them to template. Okay. Same thing here. Conform to template. This tooltip is only vaguely annoying, but that's fine. We'll just conform like all of these to template. Okay. For the time being, I'm just going to go through all of them. I think... Is it not showing up for some of these, or is this changing the order? I think it's changing the order of them. Yeah, okay. Awkward. But we're going to conform these to template, and while we're sitting here doing this, we may as well be ticking forward, in all honesty. I think there's no real reason not to. A pair of revolts here, but these are Zoroastrian and don't actually exist. This is those bugged ones that, they're not real revolts. Apparently we can't do that. Ooh, a free stability. Yes. Why was that guy's name spelled with a 0? I don't know. That's interesting. Well, let's hop over here and continue to conform these to template. Cool. And once that gets conformed to template, that'll be great. This one can't do that, it seems. That's interesting. Probably because it cannot conform to template and would be detached. I don't care about these people's opinion of us. I really, really don't. So we're going to continue working our way through this here and there. Yeah, we can't get this one either for the moment. Possibly because of this situation here with these being colonial armies. I'm not entirely sure on that one. We'll see. Okay, that's Armenian Canadian. Right. I was just mildly confused there for a moment, but it's all good. Okay, we could try to make them bury the hatchet, or we could gain diplomatic power, and so we shall. Roman Transalpine Gaul is offering us knowledge sharing towards Renaissance. But I don't think we need that. So we're going to get a bunch of gold there, and that's fantastic. And the question now is, how are we doing on our institution spread? 9.2% for Renaissance, and it's spreading, like, everywhere. Yeah. Ultimately, I think is okay. Colonialism is nearly entirely embraced, so that's fine. We will continue to work our way through conforming some of these. Awkwardness is ensuing a little bit, but I'm sure it's fine. And you can see we're definitely taking a ton of attrition over here. I would definitely like... Actually, these guys can move, like, down here. I would definitely like to have these guys chill up here. That would be great. And then these guys, they can move... Actually, they're fine where they are. And we can have them conform to template. Okay. These guys can move down over this way. Our colony over here just became self-sustaining, actually. And we will need to create another colonist here. Or rather, send another colonist. Cool. So we've got some good colonial expansion going on there. Now... we can continue to convert, and I do want to get these guys moved somewhere like here would be fine. And then this force can move down over, like, this way. That'll be fine. And we'll get them conformed eventually. So these guys, they will be moving down to here. And then this force can be moved down to, I don't know, around here. When we conform that to template, they will definitely be running out of, or rather have attrition. They will definitely have attrition. So we're going to move these guys up to like here, and then these guys over to like here. Cool. These can move down to here, and these guys, they can be like up here. Fantastic. Over to here, and over to here. Over to here, and over to here. For now. That'll be excellent. These guys here, and these guys can go up this direction-ish. Sure, that'll be fine. Okay. Move down to here and up to here. We want to make sure that we have as little attrition going on here as possible, ideally. And both of these can be conformed. There will be some split off happening here, which is to be expected, in all honesty. Most of these will have some of that going on. So, this will then be moved down to here and be conformed. And you can come up over here. You are currently already matching the template, and you're fine where you are. Cool. So these guys will be moved likely up over this direction. Actually, I'm going to move them down here, and then we'll conform them. And then these guys can be moved like up here. Fantastic. Okay. We would like to continue to conform. Really? Another one? Abenaki has declared war on Armenian Canada now. So, who is this? That's these guys? Okay. Armenian Canada is the defender against only Abenaki. So we're going to enforce peace, coming in on the side of Armenian Canada. They will not accept this, which means that we are at war. Okay. If they want to keep doing this, I'm perfectly content to keep getting Armenian Canada more territory this way. I don't know why this is something they want to do. That's a 31k stack. That's actually remarkably high. We'll bring these guys around as well. They actually have a pretty good little coalition against us here. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of natives here. Okay. We are going to pull back over here. I'm going to spend military power, and we're going to group up this army. Okay, our colony over here just became self-sustaining. So that will take over into their territory, and we will send a colonist up over this way. Yeah, this is quite a coalition that they've put together. That's okay, though. We're not going to have a problem with it. Like, if we need to send more troops, we can. This is not an issue in the slightest. We're going to come down over here with our primary force. And let's see what we can get done here. Can we fight these guys here? I would like to deal with some of them. We got Prague converted over, and we will continue to convert. Okay, so some of their troops left there. But we're just going to come in here and fight these guys. Okay, for now, do we want to siege here? I'm going to put these guys here for the moment. And we can see all of these guys heading over. Was that a centaur? I don't know. That looked like a centaur. That was weird. I think we're going to allow them to pass through and come out over this way for the moment. What do we need here? I'm going to shift consolidate this, and we're going to move out these two and this one. And then the rest of our forces here are going to head down this way. So we know that they have pretty decent numbers, actually. We may end up losing this siege force. This is a bit greedy. But we're going to come back over here. We won out over this way. Sure. Yeah, they've mustered some pretty impressive numbers, really. But this is their entire force here for now. These guys did drop down, and I should have anticipated that. Now, I am concerned about these guys walking through this terra incognita. So, we're going to recruit up a new conquistador here. And I'm going to send this force around this way, while these guys come in over here. Okay. So we're currently locked in here, and we'll see what the terra incognita ends up doing here. I just want to be able to see in here. That's my main goal. Okay, so I'm going to bring this force around kind of like that. These guys are black flagged. That's interesting. I did not expect them to be black flagged. Now, if we get this army stack wiped here, it's not a big deal. I'm not concerned about that. Like I said, we're being greedy right now. So if that happens, it happens. If it doesn't, great. These guys are... I don't know where they're retreating to. Okay, so we're just going to clean up this area visually. And then we'll group these together. Ooh, that's a very expensive Medicus there. We're going to pray for his life. Cool. Okay, now that we've got this put together, we're going to move these guys down, and we should have a substantial tech advantage on these guys. Yes, we absolutely do. So that is great. We're going to come in here. We should easily win this. Our colony here has become self-sustaining, and we're colonizing here, so we're going to come up this way next and continue to colonize. Okay. So they are walking in over this way, and we'll tell them to stop. There we go. And we just absolutely crushed them. There was never any real doubt of that. We won this siege. It was greedy. I'm actually surprised that we managed to get that without getting that unit stack wiped. We win this fight, and we will cap this back, and then we'll head back over this direction. All things considered, this is going very well. I mean, considering how greedy we're playing this anyway. This is exceptionally greedy. Ooh, they stopped here. Well, we'll see where they end up going. Looks like we're going to catch them here. Some of them, anyway. And we'll have reinforcements coming in. That may stack wipe. Not quite. Okay. So for now, we're going to walk up over here where we can reinforce all of this. And I want to grab our conquistador army here and have them walk in about like that. We can grab ourselves an admin tech here, and that would be great. We will absolutely do so. That will get us, well, production efficiency, which isn't the hugest thing, but it does help out our unbalanced research. That's the word I'm looking for. It does help out our unbalanced research, so that's great. Okay, these sieges are underway. Natives rose up over here. They actually can't fight that, which is funny. They can't siege it because they had an attrition tick instantly. We can grab Dip Tech 10 now, and we will definitely do so. That Dip Tech 10 makes it more likely that we are able to circumnavigate. So we're going to group these together, and can we upgrade them? No. We cannot upgrade them to a better ship type, and we can't get an Explorer right now either because we don't have the Dip Tech. So we'll come back to that, I think, after this war. Okay. So I want to be pushing our way down this direction here. And we're going to need to get up over here eventually, too. So what we're going to do is we're going to move these guys in behind, and we did convert there, so we'll continue converting. Excellent. Rains have brought fertility. Okay, at this point, I want to move these guys in, and I want these to actually be heading out this direction. Fantastic. They now are beginning to request peace. We stack wipe here, and we will begin a siege there. Beautiful. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's a border there. Just wanted to double check that. So these sieges will be finishing up pretty soon. And we're just making our way on through here. So we finished up this siege. We'll bring up our forces up here. Although we can't actually get in here. We have no military access, which is funny because our conquistador isn't black flagged. But okay, sure. So we'll just make our way through. There's another siege finished up, and that belongs to this army. Perfect. So we're going to bring them back, and we'll go deal with this force. We're at 85% war score at this time. We'll group these guys together and head on up here. Although it looks like our vassal is actually taking care of that, our colonial nation. We're going to head in over here. There we go. They want peace. That's not shocking, but we can now get Renaissance, and we will do so instantly. Fantastic. So there's Renaissance complete, and that will make it a lot easier for us to remain ahead of time in technology. We do need to get our admin tech dealt with, but for now, this will do. Okay. So, do we want to get these guys as part of Armenian Canada? Maybe. We'll see. As a definite maybe right there. They're sieging back over here, but we are well ahead of them on the siege. So we should be fine here. Ming has agreed to share their maps of Northwest Pacific. I don't care. We can at this point get ourselves another explorer, and actually with that dip tech we might be able to explore other things. Let's see here. Nope, just circumnavigate. So what do we have here? 2 maneuver. It's a little unlikely. We'll give it a go. I don't really expect this to succeed though, and we will get ourselves additional caravels. And in fact, we'll only do 3. 5 is kind of a waste. Okay, so that is now done. We're at 100% war score. And I want to flip some of these over. So let's flip our... Oh, we can't transfer that control while it's under siege. Very rude. We can transfer this control, though. And we'll flip that over to Armenian Canada. And this to Armenian Canada. And this to Armenian Canada. Cool. We just got another merchant? That's insane. Okay, now we actually can flip this to Armenian Canada. Perfect. And this one also to Armenian Canada. But I doubt Armenian Canada can core this. So I don't think we can actually grab that. Yeah, they can't make it a core. We, however, can grab this and this. And that would require more than 100% war score. Okay. We'll just call this good. We'll get 2 provinces for Armenian Canada and some gold. Fantastic. So that'll do just fine. And as far as our merchant goes, let's take a look over this way. That's not a great node for us to choose. This one might be okay. In fact, it would be. So we're going to transfer trade power, and we're going to transfer it this direction. Well, technically, this direction would be better for us. So let's see what it does by default. It went that way. Yeah, technically, this way would be better because that gets us several more trade nodes to jump through. But it gets split in half here. So I think that we are better off for the time being sending it directly up to the Lahore trade node. That'll be okay. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see if we manage to circumnavigate the globe. I highly doubt it right now. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.